Okay, there's a big difference. And Alex, how important is this to you, and what role are you currently giving, besides obviously
my role?
That of
My role is public outreach in the European Union. It's the largest possible classroom imaginable for any teacher. Okay.
Yes.
It provides me with satisfaction on many, many different levels. The deeply spiritual and the intellectual. And they're one and the same as far as I'm concerned as an individual. The idea that I'm leaving a legacy behind or taking part with a group of people who are ordinary individuals doing something extraordinary provides a great deal of satisfaction. I mean, you have people from all walks of life in this project. You know, from educators to film producers to scientists. And being part of a team and a group effort is extremely satisfying.
Definitely so. These people who are bringing all this together, is this project something that is being financed, or it's really...
We do have sponsors from various organization companies that provide diving equipment and the support equipment. We don't get any funding from government. We're a 501 non-profit organization. If we do generate profits from the data we gather during the course of our operations undersea, and which we'll have to sell in order to continue to support our
research,
functions.
Your functions.
Even the technology is being developed, the Dan Scott Taylor submarine, the habitats themselves, and the life support systems we're developing ourselves, will have proprietary rights attached to them. We will lend out this technology at a certain fee in order to sustain our own operations.
Okay. And it's projected that it's going to be already, the first step is going to happen in 2009 or 2010?
2009 is the first step to test the technology.
Exactly.
2012 is when we to take our first baby steps in establishing a firm human presence in the oceans. But in so doing, we're creating a whole new culture.
That's right.
We're culturing a new branch of human civilization from the offset with basic fundamental principles of environmentalism at its core.
So what role do the humans and the citizens of the world can have in this project?
I think our role is to set an example. Example is paramount to everything that we do. Set an example by doing it. Practice what you preach.
Okay.
I think as a civilization as a whole, we've reached a point where we have to seriously consider managing our resources. We can't continue to exploit the planet the way we're doing and despoil the environment. You know, we may dream all we want about eventually colonizing other worlds, but as far as we know, this is the only one that is a life-sustaining planet. We've seen pictures of Mars, we've seen pictures of Moon, both desolate worlds.
However, the Earth, planet Earth is
unique. I mean,
not just the land, like you say.
It's the oceans as well, aquatica.
Oceans as well.
And it's right. I've always often said, it's a world unto itself. It's you know, strip the world of all the land masses. It could be an ocean planet, and it quite literally is an ocean planet. I could easily imagine many such worlds throughout the Milky Way galaxy. But unfortunately, this is the only world nearby, and we live on it.
Yes.
This is where we must take our stand as a species if we want to survive into the future.
My question to you now is, as an individual at the moment, at the time, working in this expedition, how do you live your life? What are the practical things that you do on Earth that can also set an example to others? Okay,
I minimize my carbon footprint. That's become a very, very popular term today. I don't drive automobiles. I mean, I can drive, but considering the huge amount of carbon dioxide being generated, I choose not to drive. I use public transportation. I've already begun using energy-saving bulbs, light bulbs in my own home.
Exactly.
They provide a better spectrum of light, and they're more energy efficient.
Yes.
I don't eat meat on a regular basis. I eat mostly fish and poultry. I think...
why, would people say? Why?
Because when you really consider the steps it takes to produce a pound of beef, how much vegetation you must use, I mean, that's not very energy efficient.
Okay.
I have nothing against cows or other organisms, but I think just producing a pound of meat is very, very energy intensive. I think if we start approaching the world and our diets from a more energy efficient standpoint, that will help a great deal.
Okay, so you base your diet more on vegetables, fish and poultry?
I'm not saying I've totally excluded. And,
no, but it's...
And I'm not exactly the most health-conscious individual considering my bulk. No. But yes, I do think about that.
Good, good. No, and these are things that I need to hear as well from different people, because they bring awareness to all those of us who might not have. I mean, this thing of the light bulb is such an easy thing to do, to just change your light bulbs in the house. And